Hey, this is Chris from Don't Let Them Burn. Welcome to the program. If you don't know, this is the prophecy news and update blurb for the week. So this won't be a full program, short 5-10 minute video. We see where it ends up. This is AJ. You've seen him before if you've seen my channel. And we're just going to talk a little bit about Bible prophecy. Go ahead, AJ.
Well, Chris, we had a dynamic presentation today with Pastor Tom Hughes, who came to us from San Jacinto, California, 412 Church. He talked about the 4 horses of the apocalypse, Revelation chapter 6. I'm doing a teaching currently on Revelation, but I'm not that far in the book. But it's all about discerning the times. There was mention made about the birth pains, which we're not quite yet there. Pastor Tom alluded that we're not yet in the tribulation, but the shadow is being forecast upon us. And I think the crowd, you were there, Chris, was very receptive and agreeing to even the reference to the 10 kings, the leaders and patriarchs that are creating the problems, creating the chaos, trying to control the narrative and having the solutions to basically control the population with their narrative that they want us to follow. And it's always anti-Bible, it's totally satanic, and the church is being made aware of it, and they're aware of it, and they're grateful to have pastors like Pastor Billy and Pastor Tom that bring this knowledge to the plate.
You want to go into the book of Daniel, go into the book of Revelation, Ezekiel, and Isaiah to try to get a knowledge of Bible prophecy. Prophecy is all over the Bible, starting in Genesis. But these certain books will give you a real good idea about what's coming up. You also want to read about the 4th Industrial Revolution called, what's his name? Mr. Schwab, right? These guys are into the occult, but you won't know by face value. You also want to read COVID-19, The Great Reset. You want to read Technocracy Rising by Patrick Wood. And there are a plethora of other books, but these will kind of glue it together for you to see what's going on in our population, whether it's the United States or overseas. I'm just giving you some books, throwing them out there for you to really dig in and do your own research. When it comes to the 7-year tribulation, there's all sorts of stuff going on in there. We have Jesus pretty much opening the title deed to the planet. He bought us back, right? So when he comes, the seals that are broken, that's the title deed for the planet, and he will be unleashing his wrath on the mankind that hasn't been saved yet. The church will go in the rapture, but we'll have new Christians that are not the church within the 7-year tribulation. So I'm giving you a little bit more, a couple more nuggets for you. So what do you want to add to that?
And prophecy, which is of interest to a lot of people today, because they're looking about the times, the past 2 years, Chris, what's gone with our world upside down, with the restrictions and the medical misinformation that's coming out, doctors disagreeing with each other. Where do you find truth? It's in the Bible. And prophecy has a shelf life. We are knowing in advance through God's written word, through Daniel and Revelation and the other speakers, Ezekiel and Isaiah that speak, Jeremiah that speak about the future. We know prophecy has a shelf life, and it's going to be coming off the shelf. And we don't always know the order. We don't always know exactly the dates and times, but we know we're in the season. And that gives us joy, because when we're told when these things are coming, what are we told to do? To lift up our heads. Our redemption draweth nigh. These things are to come. They're expected, and they should not catch a Christian off guard. So we'll be working on a future video. It's going to be released soon, and we hope to educate, enlighten, and hopefully answer questions you may have on prophecy, because that's what we're here for, the gospel, sharing the good news.
Yes, and for those of you wondering, we have plenty planned for you, and it starts this week. I can't give you all the reasons why I haven't been uploading videos, but you'll have a pleasant surprise coming, and also have another big announcement regarding another secret project that I've been working on. It's technically not a secret. If you go back to my Hollywood video, I mentioned it. So you want to go back to my Hollywood Aliens and Infinity video to see what I'm talking about. But this reveal will get you to understand where this ministry is going. And so don't forget to preach the gospel, to reach people for Jesus Christ, and share the information. The information is just information. We have Muslims, Mormons, and other groups that know the same information. It's just they have the wrong Jesus, if they even have Jesus. So that's another thing to come into. We're gonna discuss what Jesus you believe in, and is it the right one? Any last words?
And we hear the word God. Okay, who is God? Who is God to you? God is a generic term. Well, just like Jesus. Who is Jesus to you? Everybody believes in Jesus, but everybody has different views and beliefs about what Jesus is to them. We're talking about the Jesus that's in the Bible, and we need to separate and delineate some of the misinformation that the cults flourish and practice that take you away. And unfortunately, Chris, 80% of Christians today believe there's more than one way to get to heaven, and it's not through Jesus. So we need to discern and learn about this and teach correctly and let people be on the path, the narrow path, that gets them to eternal glory and salvation. Absolutely. We're excited to share the news. It's what you need to hear. Your life depends on it. It's your future. You make that decision. We have free will. Let's use it wisely.
Absolutely. So check us out on don'tletthemburn.com or YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey. I'm on every social media platform that's popular. So you can contact me at don'tletthemburn.com or through the social media platforms. I don't use Facebook that much, but we're there. But I'd rather you contact me somewhere else. Okay? That for many reasons. So thanks for joining us.
Take care.
AJ, and you know my name is Chris from Don't Let Them Burn. Preach the gospel. Don't let them burn.
Bye-bye.